Hey guys, today I'm filming my July and August favorites for 2016. I'm so sad because this is the first month that I ever combined favorites or skipped a favorites. I was just way too behind that there was no point in posting a video, and I also only had a couple favorites because I was transitioning so much after the past month, packing up and moving everything I own. So there was a lot going on and I didn't wear a ton of makeup, so I didn't really have too many favorites. So I think it actually worked out okay. I still don't have a ton of favorites, but I do really enjoy everything I'm about to share with you, and I have a bunch of random favorites. I've been telling you guys that I'm gonna do a life update, and I really plan on doing that soon. I'm so close to being caught up, so hopefully I will be able to get that all done this weekend. So just jumping right into the favorites, the first thing I have is an under eye concealer combination. The first is using the Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer in the shade Light and the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. So I've been using this Boo Boo Cover Up for a while. It has a little bit of a peachy undertone, which is great to help counteract any blueness under the eye, and this also has some pretty nice coverage. This matches my skin tone pretty well. It is a little bit lighter, but it doesn't highlight that much. And then I purchased the Urban Decay Naked Skin and Fair Neutral, which everyone has been dying over and raving about forever. And this is actually a little bit too light for me, if you can believe it. So this does a really great job of highlighting, but if I put it right up under my eye without any other concealer or corrector, it doesn't cover up my darkness. So I've been using the combination. I am taking the Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer directly under the eye to help cancel out the darkness in this little bag area, and then I am going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin and doing the upside down triangle right underneath of that. So I am correcting, concealing here and brightening down here. My next favorites are two limited edition MAC blushes that I have been wearing the crap out of. These are some summer staples for me. One I've had for a couple years and one I just purchased within the past couple months. The first blush I have is MAC Ripe for Love. This is a satin finish, and this blush was released in the Temperature Rising collection from 2013, I believe. This is a gorgeous burnt peach shade that gives the most beautiful flush of color, and it has that really nice sunburned effect that is so flattering in the summertime. I love this color, super pigmented. This goes with any eye look that is a warm tone. Absolutely love this. I've been wearing it so much. The other blush in my favorites is what I'm wearing today. This is the MAC blush in Painted Canyon. That is from the Vibe Tribe Summer 2016 collection. I know there was a lot of controversy around the collection because of the packaging and that this is absolutely Native American inspired, but MAC said that it was inspired by festivals, so there was some controversy around that. To me, this is totally Native American inspired. I think it is beautiful. I love, love, love the packaging. Stunning, and this color is amazing. This is also a satin finish, which is my favorite finish from MAC. I want to show you these two blushes side by side. They are super similar. Painted Canyon is more pink and Ripe for Love is more peachy, so you don't need them both. I can justify them both. I'm happy to have them both. I think they are amazing. Super pigmented. I love the satin finishes and these shades, so those have absolutely been a favorite over the past 2 months. My next favorite will be two eye looks using the Balm Meet Matrimony palette and two different ColourPop single shadows. So the Balm Meet Matrimony palette is my palette of the month. That is the video you guys will see next. And I'm also going to be doing a 2-in-1 tutorial on these two looks. So get excited for that. I really fell in love with them and wanted to show you guys how to create them. It is very simple. So the two different looks I created would be a coppery red warm tone look and a purpley taupe cool tone look. So really happy I was able to get a warm tone and a cool tone look out of this palette. This is what the palette looks like. You have 9 matte shadows. You have some really great warm tones, cool tones, and neutral tones in this palette. I absolutely love the shade selection. These are super duper pigmented, really easy to work with. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I will have that palette of the month video coming up next. So for the warm tone look, it is what I'm wearing today. On my lid, I use the ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Sequin, which is an amazing coppery rose gold shade. This is like my #1 ColourPop shadow, so this is what it looks like on the lid. I think it is so stunning. And then from the Balm Meet Matrimony palette, I use the shade Matte Kumar as my crease color, Matte Lopez as my transition color, and Matte Lynn as my brow bone highlight. So for the purple gray cool tone look, I use the ColourPop shadow in the shade Cricket on my lid. This is my newest ColourPop shadow. This was part of the fall 2014 collection, I believe, and I think this color is so gorgeous. And from the Balm Meet Matrimony palette, I was using Matte Moskowitz as a crease color, Matte Rossi as a transition color, and Matte Lynn as a brow bone highlight. So I've absolutely loved using this palette over the past 2 months, and I really love those 2 looks I created. So like I said, my palette of the month will be coming next, and then I will also have a tutorial on both of these looks. My last 4 favorites are all nail polishes, and 3 of the 4 are blue. I'm obsessed with blue polish. I make no excuse for it. It's just my obsession. The first polish is OPI. Got myself into a Jam-balaya. This is from the New Orleans collection. This is a gorgeous pinky peach shade that I absolutely love. It does take 3 coats to be opaque, which I don't mind. I love the OPI formula. It's super easy to work with. It layers nicely without having a ton of bald spots, and I really like the brush. My other OPI favorite is Fearlessly Alice from the Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass collection. I was really disappointed with that collection overall. Those shades were really boring and basic, and I wasn't initially interested in this shade, even though it's blue, but I saw it in so many people and it looked gorgeous. This is opaque in almost 1 coat. It just depends on how thick you apply it. I did go in with 2 coats. This is a stunning color, but this will stain your nails and your skin like crazy. So when you are removing it, be very slow and precise to make sure you don't get it on your skin. Now, I know this is something I should not recommend to you, but sometimes I'll get in the habit of just chipping off my nail polish. With this one, I had chipped off like half of them and removed half of them. I wish that I had just chipped them off, because when I chipped it off, no staining. But when I went to remove it, it did stain. So I'm not recommending you chip off your nail polish, but it worked for me. My next polish is from Essie. It is one of the few Essies that I truly love. This is the shade In The Cabana, opaque in 2 coats, which is amazing for an Essie. I don't love the Essie formulas as much. I find them very inconsistent, and also the brush is a bit smaller, which I don't love. I prefer the OPI brushes, but this is a stunning color, and this actually is a nice formula. The last polish I have is from China Glaze. This is Capacity to See Beyond, which is part of the Giver collection that came out a year or so ago. I don't have a ton of China Glaze polishes in my collection, but the one that I have, I really do enjoy the formula, especially their creams. They are amazing. So I love this color. It performs super well opaque in 2 coats. So guys, those are all for my beauty favorites, and now into my random favorites. I have a ton, and the first favorite I feel weird about, but it's actually one of my own videos, my talk through full coverage foundation routine. I'll have that linked up here. I had done my typical yearly foundation routine where I speed it up and add music to it, and several of you guys wanted me to do a talk through version, and I'm so glad you guys requested it, because that's what I do. I do very thorough, in-depth videos, and I want to actually be helpful, not just like entertainment purposes. So I did leave up the original video because now there is something for everybody, but I actually was really happy with how that turned out. I wish the lighting was a little bit better, but as far as like the actual content, I felt like I was really able to describe what I was doing very accurately. So I would love it if you guys checked out that video. I was just really happy with the way it turned out. Then I have a couple other YouTube videos that I've been loving. I'll have them all linked down below. The first would be the anti-hauls from Kimberly Clark. A lot of people are doing them now. I don't watch them from anybody else except for Kimberly. She started it and they are amazing. My very favorite anti-haul from her would actually be her very first one, which was an anti-haul what I'm not gonna buy of the holiday palettes from last year. I'll have that one linked down below. Loved it. That was such a helpful video because when the holiday palettes come out and the sets, there's so much hype. Like, you have to buy it, you have to buy it, and review it or just own it. And I've been pretty let down with the holiday palettes I purchased in the past and the sets. So I am really going to try to hold myself off this year. I definitely think I can do a good job. I did pretty good last year. So I'm definitely thinking about maybe I could do a video like that when this holiday season rolls around. I'm not sure about it. I know some people really don't like those videos. Like I said, I've only watched them from Kimberly. She does a really, really great job, and she has really good reasons for why she's not going to buy those things. I think they're very helpful. Instead of everybody on YouTube just saying buy this, buy that, to have someone tell you this isn't worth your money, I think it's really helpful. Just like I love watching products I regret buying videos. So anyway, love the anti-hauls from Kimberly Clark, and I will have that original one linked down below. My next favorite is a series of videos from Nikkie Tutorials. I think she is so talented with her makeup looks. You guys know there are so many different challenges going around. Full face kids makeup, full face liquid lipsticks, full face everything. Honestly, I think they're annoying. I only watch them from Nikkie Tutorials, and she puts everyone to shame. Her full face liquid lipstick video was like absolutely amazing. She created such gorgeous looks. She is just so talented. So definitely go check out her videos. I'll make sure I have a couple linked, but seriously puts everybody else to shame. And my third YouTube video favorite is from Ishani, or Total Makeup Junkie 101. She did a video on her favorite nude lipsticks for tanned skin, and I felt like that video was so helpful, even though obviously I'm not tan, but just for me to have that as a reference for letting people know what shades I think might look good on their skin tone. So I love having those kind of videos for reference, even if they don't directly apply to me. My next favorite is a TV show called Born This Way. It is on A&E, and that is a show about adults with Down syndrome. I have such a soft place in my heart for people with disabilities, and that show makes me laugh and smile and cry, and just seeing all their struggles, seeing their accomplishments and their dreams, it is so heartwarming, and it definitely opens up your eyes to what it's really like for these young adults and for their parents. So it's super interesting. I love it so much. So highly recommend you guys check out that show. And I actually have a movie favorite. I don't go to the movies very often, but I went to see the movie Nerve with Emma Roberts and Dave Franco. That's basically the movie where there's a website where you can sign up to be a player, and they will dare you to do certain things, and if you complete the dares, you will receive a certain amount of money. But the thing is, if you quit at any time, then you lose all of the money that you've earned. It was a super interesting action movie loosely. I don't like action movies, but it definitely did keep me on the edge of my seat. It was really good, so I definitely recommend it, especially if you guys decide you want to wait till it comes out at Redbox and get it for $1. It absolutely was very interesting, so I would recommend you guys check that movie out. And I have 51 songs that I've been loving, so music videos will be linked down below if they are available. So just to run through them quickly: All in My Head, Company, and Cold Water by Justin Bieber. Kindly Calm Me Down by Meghan Trainor. I mentioned her whole thank you CD a little while back, and I've been listening to it so much, and Kindly Calm Me Down is my favorite song. Like, I can't help it, like like I really get into it. Love it. So I want you guys to hear that song specifically. Team by Iggy Azalea, which I know has been out for a while. Scars to Your Beautiful by Alessia Cara. When I watched the music video, I just cried. I'm very emotional with movies and videos and things like that, but it was really nice. It had a lot of different kinds of people in that video that have been going through different struggles, and it was amazing. It really spoke to me. It was a beautiful video. Cheap Thrills by Sia and Reppin' Low Life. So all of those music videos will be linked down below. And I actually have an app favorite. So if you guys like to post pictures on Instagram, or you like to take screenshots of pictures, I like using the app Layout. I believe I actually had first heard of Layout because it was an ad on Instagram. I usually use Pick Stitch for all of my swatch posts that I post on Instagram, but for my own personal use, I will often use Layout. When I'm screenshotting a picture and it's a makeup look, I will screenshot the look, and I will screenshot the description where they talk about what shadows, what lip products, whatever it is about that look that I like, and then I will crop them together into one image. I love it. I'll have to post an example so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It is a free app and I use it so much and really love it. And guys, that is my entire July and August favorites. Again, I am so sorry I had to do this as a combination. I hope you guys don't mind. I actually think it worked out well because I had so few beauty favorites that doing 2 separate videos would have been pretty boring anyway. So let me know if you guys would like a life update. Like I said, a lot of things are going on. I moved, I started graduate school, I'm getting married in a little bit over a month, so a lot of different things going on. If you guys would like a Q&A video on what's going on with me, beauty, whatever you want, let me know that as well. I would love to do that, be more than happy to. So I would love to know your all's July and August favorites. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.